Let me talk to you.
Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Sofa King Smarts Podcast. My name is Chet Von Chetsky, and we are here to break down WWE Backlash France and WWE's latest edition of Monday Night Raw. Now, as you guys notice, you see there's only two of us. We are a three-man booth. Currently, Who Vincio, a.k.a. Who Vincio, he's out on a little bit of assignment, see, because this morning Dave Meltzer tweeted out that during the Mick Foley book signing in Salt Lake City, Utah today, that Matt Cardona was going to show up and ruin the day. Hoovy, he sees this information because those are his two favorite wrestlers of all time. There's no one better than them. If you ask Hoovy, they are the GOATs of professional wrestling. He immediately got on Priceline.com, bought a flight to Salt Lake City, Utah, and he is currently in Utah with all the Mormons looking for Mick Foley and his favorite wrestler of all time, Matt Cardona, because he couldn't miss, a sighting like this. I mean, this doesn't happen every day. Your two favorite wrestlers in Utah, and you're like, I got to be there. I got to see that. Get me on a plane now.
It's a short flight.
Yeah, dude, he was messaging us earlier. He was like, this is the happiest I've ever been dealing with TSA.
Yeah, he cried.
That's because they took him to the back and put the gloves on. But yes, sir.
Cavity search.
But yes, now Hoovy's not with us, but who is with us is Nate Smythe, the number one car dealer salesman in America. Excuse me. He will be the number one car dealer very shortly once he gets his own dealership, Smythe Ford. Actually, it's just going to be Smythe Auto Group. He's going to have all the dealers, all the makes, all the models. But what he does currently have is he is the double champion of the Sofa King Smarts podcast. This is a celebration for how great Nate is at making predictions on our show. He has the UFC title belt. He has the WWE predictions title belt. And, once again, look at that guy. Look at him. I mean, he is carrying this podcast once again on his back. The reason Hoovy never has those titles is because they would slip right off of his back.
Because he has a not as jacked back as mine.
Yeah, not as jacked. It's not as jocked.
That's why.
Yes.
There's no other connotations there that we're making.
Nope. Nate just has a very swole back. Hoovy, not so much.
Carry around all this weight.
Dude, I mean, here's the traps of Bill Goldberg 2 days later. It's insane.
It's nuts.
Yes.
Heavy belts, but you know what? I'll carry them. At least we don't have some jabroni from some other jabroni podcast come in here and try to take what's ours. These are ours, and I'm going to carry them, and I'm going to carry them fucking proud.
Dude. Powerful words from a strong man.
There's my confetti.
Boom. I hope you make the rain come later.
I could.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Yes. But yeah, let's get into Backlash France. It was one of those afternoon pay-per-views for us here in the United States, which was awesome. Didn't have to watch UFC 301 and Backlash at the same time. That would have been unfortunate. So this worked out beautifully. The crowd was hot. What'd you think about the crowd?
So when I watched it, I was at work, so I couldn't have the volume up. I had it up minimally so I could hear a little bit, and I was like, man, these people are going nuts. And they just kept going nuts. They never died down. And I couldn't believe it was only 11,000 people there.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest gate ever, so they got robbed.
Yeah, they just paid.
Or they got took to the cleaners. I'm not going to say they got robbed.
Yeah, they got a good show.
Yes.
I thought.
Yeah. Oh, 5 matches. Not 9, not 11, not 13. 5 matches, all given time to deliver for the most part on what, it's like an old NXT takeover. It was 5 matches. Everyone basically got like a 30-minute block for the most part. Show was 2 hours and 40 something minutes, I think. I'm not exactly sure.
There was no stupid like talking segments. It was just boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Boom. It's perfect.
It went by great. The crowd was awesome. If I have one complaint, I want to nitpick about the crowd. If
Okay.
they just need to bring that same passion while paying attention to what's happening. In the main event, they just kept singing, and at first it was really awesome. By the time you got halfway through the match, you're like, all right, you're not paying attention to anything that's happening in the ring. You bought a ticket to show up, and you've sung all night, and you've been awesome. You've been incredible. But at some point, you have to pay respect to the action in the ring and the reason why you're there. You know,
Correct.
but
Correct.
that's just me nitpicking. The crowd was awesome. You know, they made a Damian Priest Jey Uso match I didn't give a rat's ass about. You know,
I give two shits about
we're
that.
tuning into. I mean, Damian Priest's new theme sucks. Anybody who has a new theme, it sucks.
Get it out of here. Get Rebel out of here.
If Triple H comes up to me and says, "Hey man, I got a banger for you," I go, "I'm good. I'm good, boss." Like, yeah.
Hey man, wait till you hear this.
Yeah.
No.
Here's how it sounds. Oh man, that's a banger, dude. Sign me up. Yeah.
Hey, we got this new DIY theme. Check it out. Nope, I'm good.
No, it's SHIT is what it is. It's
We like to
trash.
spell things out here.
Well, yeah, you do. DIY music is SHIT. But yeah, let's get into this Backlash France. So the opening match, the Bloodline defeating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And we had the debut of Tonga Loa, not to be confused with Tama Tonga, different spelling, interfering. Well, kind of interfering. Did you see the video?
I saw the fan perspective, yeah, and they did a great job the way they shot it. But then when we, like you said, when we saw it from the fan perspective, it was like he missed. The ref did everything.
No, the fact that the ref pulled himself out of his body, out of the ring with his left foot and his right hand was like pretty solid.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they made it undetectable to the audience or the home viewer that any of this crap was going down.
Yes, or anybody on the other side of the ring.
Yeah. Now, did you notice when Tonga Loa came out, there was somebody else under the ring?
Yes, I think I sent you guys that. It's like they were like fixing the apron from the inside, and I was like, okay, who else is under there? There was nobody.
That's Jacob Fatu. I guarantee it. I told my buddy that.
Yep.
Yeah, I look like an idiot.
It
was
was
just the guy under the ring giving the cue.
Yeah, that was late. Giving
he had one job. Literally one job.
They said his name, and I was like, "What's his name?" Like, I'll be honest, I don't know that much about him. I had to look him up, but I'm just gonna call him Tua Tagovailoa from now on.
There you go. That works.
You guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's quarterback. Miami Dolphins.
Left-handed.
Miami
Dolphins.
Injury prone.
Concuss prone.
Yeah, you don't want to hit him with a brain buster. He'll be retired.
It would bust his brain, literally.
Yeah, literally. Absolutely. Traumatic head injury. Doesn't even have to worry about CTE because his head exploded.
Yes, it's dead. He's dead.
But
Dolphins kaput.
Yeah. All right, but the next match on this card, which I thought was one of the better matches of the night, was a triple threat women's match for Bayley's title with Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Bayley. Now, 2/3 of this match were awesome. 2/3 of the competitors. And 1/3, one of the three people could not get, just literally fumbled their way through, botched their way through. You could go back and watch the match. Tiffany Stratton and Bayley looked fluid with everything they did. Every time Naomi was involved in any spot of any consequence, she looked hesitant, double clutched, didn't look fluid. And I'm watching it with my buddy. I'm like, man, I was like, this match would be great if it weren't for Naomi. And every time she'd mess up, it was just so visible. And then the online people want to praise this match for being awesome, which overall it was. It really was. Mm-hmm. But man, Naomi's not good. Anyone who defends her since her return that she needs to be pushed to the moon because she was the TNA women's champion, knockouts champion, obviously doesn't know jack shit about wrestling or doesn't watch. They're just, yeah. What'd you think about that?
I think that they have a huge star in Tiffany Stratton. She is athletic. She looks the part, dude. She can go. And I think they need to put the money in the bank briefcase on her, probably. That's probably the
They
best
have
bet.
to.
They,
She's the number
they just
one
have to,
front runner.
yeah, they got to strap a rocket to her, bro.
Dude, she's awesome. She
Yes.
is already top 5 women's wrestler in WWE of all the women they have. And
You know who's not awesome?
who's that?
Naomi.
Naomi's no, not awesome. I don't feel the glow. Like
No.
she has like her old theme before this one. Second I heard
Was
it,
about,
it was like Natalia's. Like I couldn't find the remote fast enough.
I like the theme and like the house beat or whatever, the techno beat, but and then like the black lights and everything. But other than that, it's like 99% of those wrestling fans have come on their t-shirts. So why you got black lights out? It doesn't
Yeah,
make
that's a
sense.
good point.
It's gross,
There's a
dude.
lot of people out there
Like,
with some black t-shirts on with big dried up years of cum stains. They're just
yes.
yes. Yeah, they turn the lights on and everybody looks like they're wearing Dudley Boys shirts.
Like, what the heck? The Dudley Boys
It's
here? No,
ectoplasm.
that's not the Dudley Boys. That's
No.
just cum.
Yeah, that's just cum.
That's the episode name. Write it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you found the Hardy Boys and you found a raging clue.
Oh, don't get me started on the Hardys. Ugh.
Oh, Jesus. Well, don't get me started on this next match and wasn't looking forward to it. We had Damian Priest defending his now mid-card championship as far as I'm concerned. That's what it's now been demoted to after he won. Damian Priest defeating mid-event Jey Uso. And just think about this. CM Punk doesn't get hurt. He's facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, beating Seth Rollins most likely for that championship at WrestleMania.
Yes.
He would be champion right now. And him and Drew would probably still be in some program because they were still had some things happening leading up to all that. But it wouldn't be Damian Priest. He might have still cashed in at WrestleMania. Who knows? Didn't matter who won that match. It still could be Damian Priest either way. But his title run already sucks. It's less than just as much as Cody is to the previous little prestige Seth Rollins gave to that brand new championship. Like it's just like the WWE championship with Cody Rhodes. When Roman Reigns had it, it was the highest honor in WWE. It meant something. Now that Cody Rhodes has it, it's more of a conversation piece. Like, so what do you guys want to talk about?
That's my belt.
Yeah, that's my belt. Dusty Rhodes is my dad.
Is he? I didn't realize that.
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Well, he's going to let you know quite a few more times.
I hope not.
Yeah.
It sucks because I like him.
I do like Cody Rhodes. Like, I genuinely like him. I just don't like when he speaks.
Yes.
Yes. It gives me AEW promo vibes. And those were not good.
Those were not good vibes. That's why the crowd turned on him in AEW, and that's why he left.
He did cure racism, though. So, you know, that now when they list all the black champions in wrestling currently, they list Cody Rhodes up there on the list.
He's on there with the dashiki and everything, dude.
Yeah, he's on there. Him and Swerve. Yeah, absolutely.
He swerves while he drives.
Yeah, well, speaking of those champions, we got Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill winning the Women's World Tag Team Championships from the Kabuki Warriors. So they are on that same list with Cody Rhodes.
Yes, and Jade has improved, but I think they tried to let her do too much in this match, in my opinion.
I am going to disagree with you. I feel like Asuka and Kairi didn't do enough to help Jade. If you go back and rewatch that match, Jade is not the problem where you think the botches are. It's Kairi Sane and Asuka are constantly out of play. I don't know if it's a language barrier thing. At least with Asuka, I know she's really worked hard on learning her English so she can communicate with her fellow wrestlers in the ring. Those were the first words she learned in English when wrestling terms. So, but Kairi, I don't know. I thought Jay did awesome. There was a couple times she was clumsy. Go ahead.
That final spot was great.
That final spot
Where
was
she went,
awesome.
yeah. It could have went bad, but she did good. She threw her up, caught her, switched her up,
It
and
looked
threw her into the. I
fluid
don't
and
know.
flush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the crowd loved it. They gave him a good ovation.
And then she calls Bianca Belair over because I forget she's not the legal person, and I go fuck because of my scorecard.
Oh yeah, and the ref made it so like I didn't know if they botched that or if the ref botched. I don't know what was going on, man.
I'm
It
not
was
sure.
confusing. But I was like, all right, it is what it is, and they got the win. But it just was some of the match just seemed off to me, but it wasn't bad.
No, not at all. Now we got the main event. Cody Rhodes defeating AJ Styles in his first title defense in 27 minutes and 21 seconds, which means that was 43 minutes of people singing the same song, basically.
Yes, which, like you said at the beginning of the show, it was really cool at the beginning, but about halfway through, it's like, are you guys watching this
No,
awesome match?
they're not watching. No, it was an awesome match too.
Yeah,
Incredible. AJ
it was
Styles wearing his
phenomenal.
purple gear, a la the match against Dusty Rhodes from 2003. Sacrifice, maybe? I don't
Well,
know.
we all know purple is my favorite color.
Yes, it is.
Your least favorite color.
I don't mind purple unless I think about birds in purple.
That's what I think about.
Nah, see, I don't know. I see purple and I immediately think of the Undertaker.
Yes, or
Yeah,
Macho Man.
yeah, or Macho Man. There you go. Yeah. So when he comes out in that black and purple, I just immediately thought of the Undertaker. The
Yeah.
Undertaker. But yeah, Cody Rhodes defeating AJ Styles in 27 minutes. I think the only people who paid attention to the match were watching on Peacock. But it was a great match. Cody Rhodes defends his title. And this glorified house show from France, which was the most expensive house show of all time, if you
Hmm.
paid to attend, is if you want to go pay that much money to sing a song, go to a Taylor Swift concert.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Oh, you think it's more than what they spent?
Taylor Swift tickets are through the roof,
Oh,
dude.
I have no idea.
They're like $3,000 a pop.
Okay, never mind. That's like the Super Bowl.
Ugh, I could never. Like, I would love to see my team in the Super Bowl, even if they were there. But I could never, no matter what, justify spending that much money on an event. I just couldn't do it.
I'd have to have a net worth of $100 million to justify spending $5,000 for one event.
Yeah, like WrestleMania front row seats were like $10,000 a pop for both nights.
The day they come out, or is that resale?
No, the day they come
That's
out.
WWE's price.
Yeah, for
Damn.
5,000 a night, so 10,000 for both nights.
Green shirt guy shelled out 10 large.
I don't know what's up with that guy, man. I think he's got an in or something.
See, I've done some research into him because me and my buddy hate his guts, and it's more of
Here comes
jealousy than anything. The
here
guy I
comes the
watch,
Mark man.
yeah, the guy I watch, no, everyone just thinks that he knows someone or related to someone in WWE. But what happened was a real story that I read is his granny died like about 20 years ago and left him a fuck ton of money. But Green Shirt Guy doesn't spend the most money on wrestling. Have you not seen Referee Guy?
Is that the guy next to him?
No, he's not always next to him. Referee Guy could be anywhere from the very bottom of the people's ramp, wrapped all the way around in the first row to behind commentary. But every week
I'm not
he is at
aware.
SmackDown, he is at Raw, he is at Dynamite, and then he's at SmackDown, and then he's at Raw, and then he's at Dynamite every week.
Wow, I don't think I know this guy.
He's one of the guys when CM Punk debuts for AEW that he's just like doing like I can't explain it, but he's the one guy where they just zoom in on him. He's just going, but he's not wearing the one time he's not wearing a referee shirt. But yeah,
Huh.
he's always wearing a referee shirt. He either has he has an AEW referee shirt and a WWE referee shirt.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
I mean, that dude's shelling out some money. And just travel expenses alone. He's at every show. Green shirt guy just goes to pay-per-views.
Yeah, but how does he get, like, I'm wondering how he gets that same seat every time.
I don't know because, like, there are a million people, maybe not a million. All right. There's at least 30,000 people in the queue the second seats are going on sale.
Yeah.
And obviously not everyone can afford that seat. But like
But I'm
there's
sure
but
some people
there
can.
are not everyone in the queue. I'm just saying there are at least 2,000 people in that queue trying to buy the bottom row. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
somebody's got to like at some point get that seat. And it's like so he has to have some kind of agreement. I don't know.
He's got to
Good
have a
for
connection
him.
where
Yeah,
where they just take his money and give him the seat.
I
Like they
guess.
just don't put it on sale, you know?
No, they do put it on sale. Because me and my buddy, one of our joys would we watch a pay-per-view and he wouldn't get his seat. He'd be like one spot over. We'd be like, yes, fuck him. It was
I'm
all out
gonna
of
get
pure
him.
jealousy.
I'm gonna get him to do a cameo for your birthday.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Fuck.
He wasn't on your top 5 list last week, though.
No, I don't hate him that much. I don't really
Oh,
hate him. I keep saying it's more out of jealousy
yeah,
that he gets
yeah,
to
because
go to
that would be
all this.
super cool to sit
Actually,
there.
my biggest beef with him is just get a different fucking shirt. Like your thing is like that shirt sucks.
It's neon green with a smiley face,
It's
bro.
better. It fucking sucks.
It fucking
It
sucks.
sucks.
What
Yeah.
does Stone Cold think about that shirt?
Stone Cold thinks that shirt's a piece of trash.
Listen, if you're not have Hell Divers, which you should, and you're not playing with Chet and myself and Hoovy, if he gets back from Salt Lake City in time, you're wrong because it's fun.
Yeah.
Chet does Stone Cold all
Every
night.
Friday night, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes on Helldivers. He delivers democracy, killing all the bugs, all the automatons. Yeah. And then I come around, I give a couple stunners to a couple bugs. And then I give a couple stunners. I drop a couple orbital lasers. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. We deliver democracy at the Austin household, the Broken Skull Ranch down there in Texas. If you weren't well aware, I got a beer. What? I got 2 beers, actually. I got the Broken Skull IPA and I got the Broken Skull Brown Wheat Ale. You can buy them by the dozen. They cost $200. Thank you
They
very
taste
much
like
for your
shit.
money. Tastes like shit, but the check's always cash.
And there you have
And
it.
there you have it, folks. Please follow. Chet Von Chetsky is on Twitch every Friday night doing Stone Cold and some random Stone Colds throughout the week. But we are delivering democracy by the day. By the day.
Amen.
Yes. Amen, brother. All right.
How would you
Well,
rate that pay-per-view, Chet? What would you say that pay-per-view is on a letter grade?
B
I'll
plus.
say I gave it a B. I
I give
think
it.
if it wasn't for the crowd, it would probably have been like a B minus or a C.
Yeah, the crowd made it awesome.
Yeah, they sure did. Even if you couldn't understand what they were saying, it was still great.
Yeah. No, we looked up what they were saying during it. And then when we were trying to figure out what they were saying, they were actually just saying, "This is awesome" in a French accent.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a terrible French accent, but
Yeah. He sounded like Hoovy's cousin, not a Frenchie.
speaking of Hoovy, I was worried about him because when he flies back from Salt Lake City, I'm afraid that his luggage is going to weigh too much with all those autographed Matt Cardona action figures.
Oh my goodness. Dude, do you have any idea how much a stack of 5,000 8x10 signed by Matt Cardona costs? I mean, it weighs. He bought a
It's probably
case.
pretty heavy.
Yes.
They're pretty, and then plus the autographed Mick Foley
Yeah,
books. It's gonna
he
suck.
bought every Mick Foley book. They were all, top 10. What's that book rating thing called?
I don't know. Jesus.
Damn.
New York Times
Yeah,
bestseller.
New York Times bestseller. Yeah, well, it's now the number one selling book for anyone that lives in Arizona because he bought them all. Every one
I
of them.
hope his luggage doesn't weigh too much. He's gonna have to pay extra
I hope he
penalties.
can at least share one of them with each of us. Like we can have at
Yeah,
least one of his 5,000 copies.
I want him to send me a Matt Cardona pop autograph too, so I hope he grabbed me one. But we'll see.
Yeah. Did you know that Hoovy hates Chelsea Green? But that's only
Why?
because
Because
she gets to spend so much time with Matt Cardona.
I figured that's what it was.
Nah. He thinks she's a very beautiful woman. He actually used the word voluptuous when he speaks about her. But yes,
I'll take it.
Yeah, I take it too. Shit, every day of the week.
Twice on Sundays. What?
Yeah. What? All right, well, let's get into Monday Night Raw.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's get into Monday Night Raw from Hartford, Connecticut. We got the Judgment Day. I ain't gonna do that. My voice will be shot. The Judgment Day kicks
Right.
off Monday Night Raw. Big whoop. The only thing I noticed was Damian Priest came out and Jerry Seinfeld's white fluffy shirt underneath his vest.
Yeah, it
He
was.
looked like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, they don't call him bisexual Undertaker for nothing.
No, they sure don't. But yeah, he looked fucked. And so yeah, they got their little bullshit going on. I really don't care if they break up or not. R-Truth's no longer involved in their shenanigans, so it's like I can take it or leave it at this point.
Right.
There's no Rhea Ripley. Dominic's got a gimpy arm. Like it's falling apart at the seams. Everything that was
Little
cool about
Mo.
Judgment Day is not around.
He's all gimped up.
Yeah, it's just JD McDonough with his 15-pound water head and
Huge head.
huge head. I wear a size 8 fitted hat. That guy has to wear at least a size 9 3/4.
8. Jeez.
Yeah, it's 8. I got a big dome, dog.
I was like 7 and something, but I thought my head was big.
Well, I'm 7 3/4, but that's downstairs.
No.
Hey.
You got to watch the Patreon for that one.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's on my Only Chets account. Yes. But so let's see here. Finn Balor is supposed to have a King of the Ring match with Drew McIntyre. He's pulled out of the tournament, so he will be facing Jey Uso instead, who defeats him. And I was doing a little mark math in my head, and I'm like, oh man, I hope it's Braun Breaker. Please be Braun Breaker. And they go, main event, Jey Uso. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Son of a bitch. Shit.
Yeah, son, bitch, shit, fuck, goddamn.
Do you think that, this is just a thought, do you think that the McIntyre injury is a work just to pull him out of the tournament to make him and his shitty luck seem even worse?
That, and it helps the fact that he's not doing a bunch of other bullshit while they're waiting on CM Punk to get healed.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Punk looks good, though. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
but he looks good.
He looks real good.
He's jocked.
Yeah, he is. He's got very big muscles. Yeah, you think he'd been carrying around 2 title belts all damn last couple months. Oh my God, look at the 42-inch pythons back there.
Hey-oh.
All right. Yeah, so Jey Uso defeats Finn Balor, moves on in the King of the Ring. Then, but at the end, you have, after the match, Drew McIntyre hops the railing. Clearly appears to be fine. He's wearing a little wrap on his right elbow. That they said later on CM Punk broke his elbow. So that must be per kayfabe. But yes, so Drew McIntyre's pissed. He goes to storm out of the arena in what looked to be like a brand new Corvette. I couldn't tell what the hell it was, but it looked badass. So he comes hauling ass out of there. He's pissed off. And then up comes CM Punk in his 81 Z28 Camaro, just looking like a fucking badass.
He's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. He gets out. He goes, where's Drew? He's like, oh, actually, you just missed him. He just left. Oh, how convenient. He comes on down the ring. He cuts a promo. Mentions Gordie Howe, which you could tell Vince McMahon's gone because people are allowed to make sports references in towns, whether they're good or for positive or negative heat. Used to just be for negative. Gordie Howe reference gets a big pop for the fans in Hartford, Connecticut, home of the Whalers and home of the 2-time defending national champions. Someone else, they have 2 rings. You have 2 belts, Nate. That's something you guys have in common.
It is, but I will tell you this, and I've been there many times. I fucking hate Connecticut.
I've heard it's one of the worst states in the world.
Is,
not even America, in the world.
The world. It is the worst state to drive through, dude. It sucks. If you're listening and you're from Connecticut, I'm not even sorry. Fuck Connecticut.
And fuck you for living in Connecticut.
Yeah, fuck you for living in Connecticut. You should move because that place sucks.
Yeah, absolutely sucks. Well,
anyway.
You know who else sucks?
That the Connecticut crowd, because Punk made a reference to choking out Jack Perry, and they didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't even have that in my notes. I just saw my next part of my notes and just like, oh well, she sucks.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
your
no. Let's
favorite?
go back to this. Yes, no, because his exact line was, "He's a choke artist," and then not like I'm a choke artist, right, Pat? Looking right at McAfee.
McAfee says the guillotine.
The guillotine from the All In.
Yes.
From that other wrestling promotion that believes that there's some kind of war. The only thing
Yeah.
you're at war with is bankruptcy court.
And you know why the crowd didn't pop for that? Because nobody in that crowd knows who the fuck Jack Perry is.
Nobody in Connecticut watches AEW.
No. I barely watch it. I live in Delaware.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, they had real quick. They had Dynamite this past Wednesday in Canada. The last time Dynamite was there, they had almost 8,000 people a year ago. This time, with Kenny Omega being announced for his return for the first time in like 2 or 3 months, they did like 3,600 people.
Ooh.
Canada, one of the hottest wrestling markets in the world.
And they only had like 600,000 views.
Yeah, it's not good.
Nah, it's going downhill fast, man.
It sucks to see. There's so many good people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who else sucks to see, Nate?
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us?
Yeah. You know who else sucks to see? Natalia. She sucks. Can't stand her. Her music comes on. I want to change the channel. So here's what I did. I see Io Sky. I go, sweet Io Sky, one of my favorite wrestlers. I love Io Sky. When she was in NXT and turned heel, it was so fucking awesome. But they immediately go, facing Natalia, and I had about 30 minutes built up in my DVR. I was immediately live. I didn't watch one bit of this match until I thought I was done, and the match was still on, Nate. It was still going.
You texted me, and you're like, I'm assuming EO won, and I was like, they're actually still wrestling.
I was like, what the fuck?
That match wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
All right,
just saying.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, take your bias out of it. It was the worst match on Raw probably, but EO made her look great. But after that, we found out Asuka was injured too, which I didn't know about.
Yeah, she's injured, some kind of legitimate injury. No one online knows what. Not even Mr. Spectrum himself, Dave Meltzer.
But then we got probably, in my opinion, the best match on Raw in the last 10 years.
10 years, huh?
I just made up a number, but it was really good.
It was pretty damn good.
It was really good.
Yeah, Ilya Dragunov having his first match on Monday Night Raw. Defeating Ricochet, who's also a champion, but he doesn't come out with his belt because of some made-up internet thing in a made-up wrestling company.
Hey, who else was the internet champion, Chet?
Oh, Hoovie's favorite wrestler. Zack Ryder, a.k.a. Matt Cardona, a.k.a. I don't know, probably number one in Hoovie Spank Bank for damn sure.
Guaranteed, dude.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then his other favorite thing to really just rub one out to, really, have a good release. He likes to watch when Mick Foley comes out 3 different times in the Royal Rumble.
I can't say I blame him.
I don't blame either. That was pretty sweet. I mean, you go to the Juvencio household, there is ectoplasm everywhere.
I have been to the Juvencio household. Can confirm. Ectoplasm everywhere. I slept in his bed. He wasn't there, but I slept in it.
Oh man, that's disappointing then.
Yeah, I know, but Amy was there, so it was cool.
Oh, okay, tight.
Yeah.
If you couldn't have the old ball and dick, you had the old ball and chain. I feel you, brother.
Oh man, I tell you what, this match, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'll wait for awards, but this match had probably, it definitely had an award winner for me for best move.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was some sick moves. Sick moves. Yeah, Ilya Dragunov is possibly one of the best wrestlers in the world. He put on a match with
Mhm.
Gunther during the pandemic when WWE NXT UK was still a thing,
Yep.
and it was fucking incredible.
I'm hoping they meet up in the tournament somewhere.
Yes, so that would be awesome. If they don't meet up in the tournament, I hope they become best friends, and he joins Imperium, and they become the greatest
Mhm.
stable of all time.
That would be great.
They didn't need to kick out Giovanni Vinci to make that happen. God damn it.
Listen, I hear you. But he was just kind of there. He never really did
I
much
mean, yeah, I guess he
anyway.
was just kind of there. But I was looking forward to a stable.
A stable.
Yes, I wanted a little, and he could have been their whipping stable boy.
They would have got rid of him eventually, I think.
Yeah, well, speaking of somebody need to get rid of, Zoe Stark, Queen of the Ring tournament winner over Ivy Nile.
Let me
What
tell you something
a
about
snooze fest.
Zoe Stark. I don't know if you picked up on this, but when they came back from commercials, she was sitting on the top rope and just like staring at the camera. And I was like, is she going to kill herself? Like she looked so sad and depressed. I was like, the camera is on your face. Like that's all you could see is her face. And I was like,
It's
what's wrong with you?
it's
She was
not
so
good.
sad. Yeah. But the match wasn't bad. I thought it was
No,
okay.
that's not what my awards have say. Just saying.
I'm just saying. Okay, listen. That's all right.
My bad. Award nominee. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Big. Emphasis on Big. It should just be Wide Bronson Reed. Wide
Yeah.
Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable, ending in a no contest. Hold on. I got a question.
I got an answer.
Why is it a no contest? Sami Zayn hit the ring and immediately attacked Chad Gable.
Chad Gable should win.
Therefore, Chad Gable wins this match by disqualification.
Same thing happened in the women's match the other day on SmackDown. Yeah, I don't think they do disqualifications anymore. I think it's a no contest. Dumb.
That is no. When you have a no
No.
contest in UFC, it's because of a disqualification. Like it's or not, and not. I mean, it's never mind. I'm not even going to make the point I was going to make because it's not going to come off. I redid my Mark math. Yeah, no, not going to use that one. But yeah, it's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. About as dumb as me trying to make the point I just did a second ago. So let's push forward to something else that was fucking dumb. Yeah, let's move on from that. Oh, Becky Lynch promo. I'm done with Becky Lynch. I can't stand her. Like, I don't care about the man. When the man comes around, I want to go searching for the remote control, which I did. I kind of just hit the push like 15 seconds, and then Liv Morgan's music hit. I go, all right, now you got my attention.
It's the same promo every week.
Same shit.
I looked right at Amy because we were watching in the shed while we were smoking, and I was like, "Hey, I can tell you exactly what she's going to say right now." And wouldn't you know it, I was right.
Oh man, look who won the pony and both of our title belts. You son of a bitch.
That's me.
Yes.
Like I said, at least they're still in house, baby.
Yeah, they are. They're still in the house, but Liv Morgan finally, she was saying that she wants to take everything away from Rhea Ripley, which means winning the Women's World Championship, and to do that, she has to beat the man. And are they have a match at King and King? God damn, I hate saying it like King and Queen of the Ring.
Yes, they announced it for Becky said, "I'll fight you at Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia."
Oh man. Yeah, well, at least we had Liv Morgan in bondage.
It's going to be in a dethrone her or stone her match.
Yes. Bone her, own her, and stone her.
Yeah, they'll be fully clothed though, so meh.
Yeah. Meh.
That's the best way to put
Yeah.
it.
Lyra Valkyria defeating Dakota Kai with a botched finish.
Yep, sure was.
This one was a total meh as well.
Yep.
I thought Dakota
Award
Kai was going to
nominee.
win. Oh, yeah, big time award nominee. Might have to get the brooms out. And what is never not going to be a good match. I don't care how much you dislike Sheamus. Gunther and Sheamus are in a match. It is going to be brutalizing. They are going to beat the shit out of each other. And it's going to be
And they
awesome. And every time Gunther wins, he does it in a different way. And that's awesome.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about him. You don't know if he's going to win with the power bomb or whatever.
The splash, the sleeper, the
Anything.
Boston Crab.
He could win it all. The walls, the Berlin Walls.
The Berlin Walls of Imperium.
He's not even from Germany.
No.
That's a little racist. I apologize for all our German listeners.
But yeah, Gunther wins. Great match. That's another thing with Drew McIntyre not being in the tournament. They don't have to have Drew lose to somebody, because I think Gunther's winning this thing, and they would have just met in 2 rounds. And one of them had to take a loss, and neither of them can afford to take a loss at this point. I think Drew could take a loss due to some fuckery to expand his,
his Punk stuff.
Yeah, his Punk stuff. But other than that, like, I think it's best he's not in this tournament.
Yeah, because it's correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's one Raw guy versus one SmackDown guy at the end.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want Drew to have to lose that. So like you said, it's probably best.
Yeah. Well, that was Monday Night Raw. Not a great episode, not a bad episode. So, didn't hate it.
I will say every 98% of the matches were good.
No, the matches were good. The action in the ring was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But let's do some awards, brother. You ready to get some awards?
Hell yeah.
All right. Nate, who did you have as the Sofa King, worst on the mic?
That would be Miss Becky Lynch.
Interesting. Go ahead and bust out the brooms, because we can sweep that bad boy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes. I had an honorable mention to, and I have this verbatim, French fucks during the main event, not putting that same energy with the flow of the match. So
I can respect that.
Yeah. But other than that, France, you did awesome. You were pumped for everything, even if it looked like you weren't paying attention. All right. Nate, who did you have as best on the mic?
Mr. CM Punk.
Well, go ahead and bust out another broom. Sweep it on up.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, if we hit this one, that is going to be dope. Because Backlash is in play.
Okay.
Sofa King hottest. So fucking hot.
That would be Miss Liv Morgan.
Oh, this week I did not give the Liv Morgan award to Liv Morgan.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you did, though.
Who? Oh, tell me.
I think you probably, this is just a guess, but I think you probably picked honorable mention Miss Tiffany Stratton.
Yep, Tiffany Stratton is my winner.
I know you better than you know you.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, hey, man. At least somebody does.
It's 1A, 1B, dude, at this point.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Every week.
Liv Morgan had on too much material, if you ask me. That was her demise.
Okay, I can see that.
Oh, but what interesting tidbit of information was she wearing on her person, Nate?
She had Dominic Mysterio's neckerchief in her little pocket.
Yeah.
Just the littlest bit showing, but they made sure to show it. I'm telling you, when Rhea comes back, she's going to be the biggest baby face in the company.
Yep, her and Roman.
Yeah, when Roman comes back, it's over, dude.
Dude, that's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be the Roman Vince McMahon thought he had in 2016.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know if SummerSlam is too early, but I think that's probably a good bet. But
I mean, coming back at SummerSlam, Roman does his thing where he's maybe on 3 shows between then and Survivor Series and having a War Games match, a Bloodline War Games.
I'll be on my honeymoon on a cruise ship. I won't be able to watch War Games.
Oh, damn. Dude, we need to call Triple H and ask him to reschedule.
Please do. Like, hey, trips.
Yeah, trips.
Can we have it at one of the ports I'm going to be at?
Yeah, like they told us when we gave the wedding deposit, it's non-refundable.
Yeah, so you're going to have to move that.
I heard you got the scratch these days. All them
Paul.
TKO stock. Hey, Paul. Mr. Levesque. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not how you pronounce it?
I don't know. It's Levesque or something like that.
No, it's Levesque. It's just saying it phonetically. All right, let's see here. What do we have next? Oh. Sofa King's shitty move of the week. No, excuse me. Sofa King gross. My bad.
That would, for the 3rd week in a row, I picked Naomi.
You picked Naomi. I went with Mariah Scary. Zoe Stark.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. At least Naomi at no points looked like she wanted to kill herself. At least she has that ass. That ass is always there, dude.
That's true. That's true.
I don't like the wrestling character. I got no beef with Naomi.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I hair and all the colors and.
Now Natalya, on the other hand, I don't give 2 fucks about her personal life either. Her and all those fucking kitty cats can fuck right off. But Naomi, I wish nothing but the best for her. You are a beautiful woman. You have a beautiful ass. Great ass. But, sometimes your outfits and attire, it just doesn't flow with the Sofa King Smarts podcast, a la Nate's pick this week.
That's all it is for me. It's the outfits.
Yeah, it's just the outfits. No. We think you look great in them. We just don't think they just don't look great on you. I don't know.
They're not becoming of you.
Yes. Because I want to be coming on you, but
I've set that on a tee for you, dude.
Yes, sir. All right, Nate, what'd you have as the Sofa King awesome move of the week?
So it wasn't necessarily for me just the move itself. It was the way that it was filmed. And it was when Dragunov was outside the ring and Ricochet did the suicide dive, but they were filming from above. It was so badass. I was like, that's one of the coolest shots I've ever seen, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, the way they do the new shots since Kevin Dunn's ass hit the fucking bricks. Awesome.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
That was my winner.
He's out building a dam somewhere. That was you know what? I'm going to sweep it with you there. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
It was.
I'm going to go with that. I had Ricochet's like Hurricanrana to the outside dealio.
That was awesome too.
That was dope too. That
basically
was all the moves, dude. When Dragunov hit his like finisher at the end, it looked like he just jumped off the top of a building and then slammed a brick on his face.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets away with that. Like, obviously, it's not real.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know. I guess the Ricochet turns his head at the last second and he elbows the mat. I don't know, but it looked real.
It looks so good, and it sounds like a thud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, you know what? You're awesome, Dragunov. Keep being you, buddy.
Keep doing it.
Yes, sir. All right. What did you have as a Sofa King bad match? Shittiest match you saw. Fucking sucked.
I would have to say that you have changed my mind, and it would be Mariah Scary's match.
And Ivy Nile, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Scary Nile. Also known as a river in Egypt.
Terrifying.
Yes, terrifying. You will die if you go swimming.
Most likely.
And Nate, what did you have as the Sofa King awesome match, the best goddamn thing you saw on your TV this week?
It had to be Ricochet and Dragunov. It just had to be.
You know what? You changed my mind. I had the street fight just because I thought the crowd made it awesome. The way it started, the schmaz outside beforehand. Then, what was it?
Tua Tagovailoa showing up.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, so, you got, it's a good match. But, you know what? That Dragunov Ricochet match is pretty dope. I'm going to go with that.
It was awesome.
We had a lot of sweeps this week.
We sure did.
A lot of sweeps. Yeah, we had a lot of sweeps. Couple sweeps. Hold on right now, Nate. I gotta go get Elizabeth out of her fucking cage. I'll be right back. All right. Nate, you ready to give some breaking news? Or not breaking news. Do you have any breaking news? Or if not any breaking news, what news and rumor and innuendo are you currently holding on to that you need to share with the masses with your 2 title belts that you carry proudly on your back, on your shoulders, excuse me.
Well, one of the bits that I had, we already went into about the do-rag thing in her pocket. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I, I'll let you go because I had something and I didn't write it down and I can't remember. So I'm hoping that's something that. Oh no, I remember.
Sweet.
Tony Khan. Get ready for this. Is going to wrestle his first match in London against Jack Perry at All In.
No way.
Yes.
Who's your source?
Twitter.
Tony Khan is going to wrestle Jack Perry.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, man, that is going to be the demise of this company. Everyone's going to shit on it so bad. Even if they set it up where it's going to be Tony Khan and then Tony Khan announces in the middle of Wembley, "You're not facing me live on All In. You're going to face my favorite wrestler of all time, Kenny Omega," or I don't know, something stupid.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, Bill Goldberg. Yeah.
I saw that today and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, dude, that sucks. That's a terrible idea.
I agree. It's the finger poke of doom.
Dude, that's the finger fuck of doom. That's what they're doing. They're finger fucking themselves into obscurity. It makes no sense. Of doom. Oh, man, that's terrible, dude. I hope that doesn't happen. But at the same time, I kind of want to watch that train wreck.
But now that I said it, you're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we'll get to see Tony's dad.
Yeah, Shad Khan.
Shad Khan's out there throwing in the towel, but he goes to throw in the towel, and it's just a challenge flag from Doug Peterson.
Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady yet?
I've seen a bunch of clips.
Bill Belichick came out there near the end, and he sat on the dais up there, and when Julian Edelman started to tell jokes about him, he pulled a red challenge flag out of his pants and threw it. It was funny as fuck.
That's awesome.
It was funny as shit.
Hell yeah.
What did you have, Chet?
All right. Well, we spoke on it earlier. Asuka is reportedly dealing with a legitimate injury. That's why she was not in the Queen of the Ring match. And she was replaced by Dakota Kai against Lyra Valkyria. I do have some information about why the WrestleMania 41 dates are what they are for next year's WrestleMania in Las Vegas.
I don't know.
A lot of people think that they wanted to have it on 420 in Vegas. Yes, that is awesome. Yes, that's cool. Total coincidence. Because and another thing is April 20th next year is Easter Sunday.
True statement.
Which is why they are having that in Las Vegas that weekend, because it is typically one of the slower weekends of the year for Las Vegas. Therefore, there will be more lodging for all the spectators there. There will be less people there, so there'll be more room for people to move around and do stuff. So
that makes sense.
Yep. And it also ensures WrestleMania will not conflict with any other major sporting events, a la the NCAA Men's Final Four, as WWE has made it clear they don't want to do that again.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. So, me being a person who considers Easter on the same level as the Valentine's Day or Arbor Day, it doesn't matter to me when WrestleMania is there. So
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to Mass. I'd rather watch a mass transit match.
That's why, like, I was texting with a friend of the show, Bobby the Mark Soydam, and he said, I'm not going because I have to go to my grandmother's for Easter. And I was like, do you only see your grandma once a year, you shitty grandson?
Yeah.
He's like, well, no, but it's a tradition in our family. And I was like, yeah, so's WrestleMania. Man up and get out there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Amy's even coming.
Spend a whole week with your grandma before and then spend the week after with your grandma.
Yeah, live with your grandma. You live with your parents.
Live with your grandma. Take her to IHOP. Take her out to bingo. Have a great time. But just go granny. April 19th and 20th, I got a bit of business I got to conduct out in Las Vegas.
And let's be honest. We love Grandma Soydam. All right.
Yeah.
Let me preface by saying
She's a
that we
classy
love.
broad.
She had a great smoke show when in the 30s.
Yeah.
Smoke show,
Yes.
but she'll be okay without you, Bob's.
Yeah. She will be.
Oh well, more room for
Hey,
us.
I currently planning on going to my first ever WrestleMania with you
Yes,
guys.
I'm
Never
so
been,
pumped.
always wanted to go.
So
I'm
pumped.
going. I don't give a shit if WrestleMania was on Christmas Day. I've spent the last 37 Christmases with my family, and I'll spend the next X number of Christmases with my family after that. Sorry. Sorry for
I'm
yeah.
I'm with you 100%, dude.
And if me not being there on Easter ruins your Easter, I'm sorry that's how that's where your brain goes. And that's where the hate in your heart lies, is that you want to, you take it out on somebody else because they can't meet a family function. Fuck all that. The dumb holidays are the dumbest shit to me. I celebrate some of them. I'm cool with them. Christmas, Thanksgiving, people's birthdays I care about. I celebrate them. But for the most part, it's just another day. It's
Yes.
like my birthday. Ever since I turned 21 years old, my birthday is just another day. There's no other birthdays to look forward to unless I'm excited about an AARP card. And I'm not. So,
One of the guys at work today, he's like 30 something, and he took off for work, and I was like, "Why is he off work today?" And they're like, "Cuz it's his birthday." I was like, "Is he fucking 7?"
yeah. Is he at Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, like it's your birthday, dude. Nobody cares.
Look, I get it if like you got a bunch of family members or something and they always throw you a big birthday party because that's just what your family does, and you all get fucked up and you go, all right, I'm taking the day after my birthday off because I don't feel like going to work hungover. That's one thing. But if you just taking your birthday off because it's your birthday and
Yeah.
you're over the age of 30, actually you're over the age of fucking 5 and you have a full-time job and you're taking, yeah, no, grow up. Grow the fuck up. With that being said, speaking of growing up, I'm a grown ass man that wants to go to WrestleMania, and I
Yeah,
can't wait.
right.
Yeah.
It's the
So
best. It'll be my 6th one, and every one is like Christmas Day, dude.
yes,
It's so
and
much
I mean,
fun.
they almost gotten better each time you've went.
Yeah. Well, I was at 15, which was pretty good.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know 15 was one of them. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, with Rock Hogan or
Rock
Rock
Austin.
Hogan. Rock Austin
Yeah.
won.
You were in Toronto.
I wish that
they,
match was awesome.
they let you into Canada.
No, they're like, we're not letting this guy in. Look at him.
Well,
He eats
speaking of
too much
somebody
maple
who isn't
syrup.
allowed back, Mike Rome is no longer the SmackDown ring announcer.
Saw that.
He has been moved back down to NXT, and Alicia Taylor, who is basically Samantha Irvin Light, is moving up from NXT to the main roster to do the duties on SmackDown. So we'll have 2 women, and don't get me wrong, I think that Samantha Irvin's awesome, but sometimes her grunting is like a little much. But she gets a lot of hate too, and it's unjustified.
Completely
Yeah,
unjustified.
I was also in the minority, and also I was also salty that Roman Reigns didn't win, and I didn't win the title that Nate currently holds, that Eric Slamilton Hamilton used to hold at WrestleMania. So the second she started crying, I was already annoyed Roman Reigns lost. So she started crying during Rodeo. I was like, that fucking sucks. And I didn't mean it.
This is
I
shit.
promise I didn't mean it. Because you go back and watch it, it's actually pretty awesome. It's a good little moment. But at the
It was
time,
great.
I was a bit salty. I was peanut butter and jealous of Eric. He had won the title. So yeah, in the moment, I didn't like it. Looking back on it, she's awesome. She's great. So they got another very good-looking black woman coming up from NXT to be the announcer on SmackDown. So
Big fan.
yes, big fan of the beautiful women with the big mouth.
Same.
And let's see, I got one other thing. Jerry the King Lawler, notable child enthusiast.
Puppies.
Yes, allegedly. Excuse me, Jerry. I don't want to get sued for you, croak. WWE is not renewing Jerry Lawler's talent contract. A source said that Lawler's exit is proof the old company is dead. If Vince McMahon still run things, he would have that contract for life. Now, it is still believed that he is on a Legends contract. This contract I'm speaking of he was still under a commentary contract this entire time.
Really?
So, yes. And I think what he's made, he filled in a couple times, like 4 or 5 years ago when they were in between people, and he's been on a couple times. But yes, ever since the pandemic, he has been paid as a full-time announcer salary that he was getting before all that. So good for him. He's an old man. You know, he's been around a long time. He beat Andy. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
He had a heart attack live on TV.
He had a heart attack live on TV. You know, he's also said some of the worst things you could say that get you put in HR immediately. But that was the Attitude Era, and that's why we loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, huge fan of Jerry Lawler. Huge fan of Jerry Lawler's work.
Remember that one pay-per-view where his wife Kat like ripped her shirt off?
Yep, ripped titties right out, dude. Titties
right out.
Yep, that was his wife. He was 63 at that time. She was 24.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was younger. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, I watched Fully Loaded 1998. Happened on my birthday, July 26, 1998. DX was facing the Brothers of Destruction in the main event. It was one of those lackluster Attitude Era pay-per-views in between the big shows. But there was a bikini contest between Sable and Jacqueline, Miss Jackie. And Jackie comes out, and she's got the tiniest thing on, and she throws her arms up in the air. Both her titties come out, her nipples, and me and my brother lose it in the living room. And we're like, oh my God, her titties. And then, yeah, it was awesome. And then Sable comes out in a full, like, quadruple XL t-shirt, like Mabel's shirt.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. And she comes out and we're like, what the fuck is she like? This is bullshit. And then she takes it off and she just has 2 handprints over her titties. And I'm like, oh, buddy.
And now she's getting peed on by Brock Lesnar.
Get pissed on by Brock Lesnar. Yes.
I mean, I guess there's worse people to be pissed on.
No, dude. You know what? I'm not advocating that I want to get pissed on, but there are a few people in this world. They start pissing on me. Brock Lesnar, Mike Tyson, John Jones,
what are you gonna do,
Max Holloway. I ain't doing a fucking thing. I'm going to take that piss and then thank them for it and hopefully get the hell out of Dodge. Don't take any right hands or get pissed on more.
It's interesting you added Max Holloway to that list.
He's a bad man. He's a bad fucking man.
Has he always been on that list or just after what he did to
No, he's always been on that list.
Justin Gaethje last
time. No, he's always been on that list.
He's a stud, dude.
He is not my fucking stud.
He's not my favorite.
I'm so glad I have that reaction video, which was also another thing that got TikTok. That video had been up since 300, no copyright laws. I get the one for the Pereira fight where he backflips over onto the dude and then chokes him out. And then they immediately flag both of those videos for copyright. My TikTok literally says you are 1 strike away from being deleted. I'm like, fuck, man. I see and literally all I need to do is just cut the video in half and then put some guy playing a video game at the bottom, like with a car going down a ramp. No copyright.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do that all the time.
Yeah. I got to be on my toes. I got to be better about that. I don't want to.
That's all right. We'll get you there.
But no, that's all I got for news and rumor. That was Backlash and WWE Raw. Nate, you have 2 titles. You are the champion, the double champion of this show. Is there any parting words you would like to say before I let the people know where they can find us?
We have another premium live event coming up at the end of May. That's live in Saudi Arabia. And I would just like to say now, here and now, for everybody out there in listening world and some in viewing world, if you're watching, we salute you. If for any reason you think that you can come on our show and take one of our belts, take one of my belts, you got another thing coming.
Jack.
I don't care who they bring in here. I don't care if they bring in Slamilton again. I don't care if we go get that indie jobber Jalen Silva. I don't care about any of them. I'm going to take them all out. 1 by 1 by 1. That's 3. I'm going to take you all out. So whoever wants it, come and try to take it. You're not going to get it. I can tell you that. Jack.
Yeah, because the power lies in this hand, dude. This is where the power lies, and these are
And
the shoulders where the titles lie.
Jalen Silver, you're not a jobber. I do love you.
No, you're the best. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. He's fucking awesome.
He's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll be back on soon. Quite possibly for I think we should have him on for Money in the Bank. I think that'd be a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hell, you can get that
somebody
jabroni that lives
yeah.
upstairs for me. That
Ooh.
jabroni that lives upstairs. Yeah, I'll take him out too.
Yeah, that guy. You'll literally walk upstairs and take his title belts.
I will.
Yeah, you brought him into this world. You could take him out just as fast.
He came right from my balls. I'll put him right back in there.
Sure did. You know, at one point he was known as Ectoplasm, and now he's known as the heir apparent to and the disciple of the number one car salesman in America. 2 belts, Nate Smythe, with his double titles. He's the best. I'm Chet Von Chetsky. I'm apparently just second fiddle here. I'm just, just some guy who makes predictions.
You're number one.
Yeah,
You're number one in our hearts.
I appreciate that. You got to play for the name on your chest, not the one on your back. Damn right. All right, but yes, please follow Sofa King Smarts podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We also have a TikTok and Instagram and Facebook group. Give us a like, follow, subscribe. We got more great weekly content, UFC, WWE, weekly recaps. We have the PLE prediction show. We even give out title belts here. As you can see, it is a very, very prestigious honor here at the Sofa King Smarts podcast. And actually, one more thing before we get on out of here, Hoovy, I hope you had the time of your life with the 2 favorite people near and dear to your heart that aren't Marma Mark and this podcast. And
that was my impression of Hoovy right there. Yeah, this was
nice.
Hoovy today, all day. Just
it's raining come, hallelujah, it's raining come.
Yeah.
Austin 316 says you just sucked Matt Cardona's dick. Yeah, he dropped you on that stack of pubes he calls a dick. And then you politely took a Polaroid with him. Yes, you only have Polaroid cameras down there in Mexico. Because that's all the technology has just got down there. You don't even have the JPEGs yet. But yes, you paid $75 for a meet and yeet with your favorite wrestler, Matt Cardona.
Somebody say yeet?
Yeah, and you tell that dumb son of a bitch, Mick Foley, that he thought he was the greatest GM of all time. Well, I was the goddamn sheriff of Monday Night Raw. So, you tell both of those sons of bitches, I'll give both them a stunner next time I see them. Next time I say, who you, Hoovy, we're going to share a Broken Skull IPA. And if you look me dead in my eyes with your beady little eyes and you tell me this beer sucks, I'll give you a stunner too. And that's the bottom line because the United States of America said so. See you next week, Hoovy. We miss you.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you for watching Sofa King Smarts podcast. Yeah. And if you could do the Macho Man a favor, if you could please give them a like, follow, and subscribe, the Macho Man would appreciate it.